First I'll explain some of the features of the roulette wheel. Firstly, we've got the metal deflectors, otherwise known as diamonds, around the wheel. This wheel has 8 of them. We've got 4 of the vertical diamonds, and we've got the 4 of the horizontal diamonds. Horizontal because it goes that way, and vertical that way. Then we've got the rotor. The rotor is the spinning part of the wheel. We've got the pockets where the ball actually lands, the pocket separators, the metal part between the pockets, and the ball track. The ball track is where the ball actually rolls. It's subject to wear and tear. It's usually coated in a kind of epoxy resin. First of all, we've got a principle called dominant diamonds. We've got the diamonds here. Now, dominant diamonds is when the ball hits particular diamonds more frequently than others. Say for example, a wheel with 2 dominant diamonds, say here and here, the ball will hit these diamonds roughly 60-70% of the time. More often than not, you might find that the ball will miss these particular diamonds. Now that's not random, and we can actually take advantage of that. Another principle we've got is consistent revolution timings. Now, especially towards the end of the spin, with the last 4 or 5 revolutions, the actual timing for the revolution of the ball is reasonably consistent. So when there's, say, 4 revolutions to go, there might be about 5 or 6 seconds for the ball to complete those last 4 revolutions, hit that diamond, then fall. From that point, the ball might bounce, hit this diamond, and bounce about 9 or so pockets. So if we knew, especially on a rotor that's a consistent speed, if we knew when the ball had 4 revolutions to go, we could look at the number underneath that diamond, and then we compare where the ball actually does land and might bounce that many pockets, and then we know from future spins, when there's 4 revolutions to go, that's where we place our bets. So just to recap, just to explain what I mean, we have a method, and there's a lot of different methods to measure the actual ball speed. But let's say, for example, we knew every time when the ball has 4 revolutions to go, before it actually hits this diamond or lands in this region, and then we know from there the ball mostly bounces about 9 or so pockets. What visual ballistics actually does is marks the point when there's 4 or so revolutions to go until the ball falls in that region and bounces again. Now let's say, for example, we've marked the point in time when the ball is here and there's 4 revolutions to go, and there's number 27 underneath the diamond. Then we wait for the ball to fall, and say for it lands on number 33. So on one particular line on a piece of paper, we'd write down 27, 33. That tells us the initial reference number is 27, and the winning number is 33. Then we count the distance in pockets between them. We repeat that process over about 20, 30, depends on the wheel, how many spins you need. It can be up to 60 or so. So repeat that and find out what particular distances most frequently happens. Now, you can also get a lot of different conditions, such as multiple peaks, bimodal, vis-a-vis, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of different things that can happen, but this is only explaining the basics. Now, just for a bit of visual ballistics practice, we'll see if we can predict when there's one revolution to go. And when there's one revolution to go, the ball will be here, and we'll look at the number underneath that diamond. Now, you'll often find that you'll be a revolution off here and there. That's perfectly fine. All it does is just increase the number of peaks, but they overlap anyway. But that's a bit more advanced to get into that. So we're looking for when there's one revolution to go. It's really not hard to do. You only need to watch a few spins to know at what speed the ball falls. The more gradual the ball deceleration, the harder it is. Okay, we're getting close now. Now, probably the last revolution. Not hard to do. We'll try it again. Looking again for when there's one revolution to go. And we're looking, when there's one revolution to go, looking to know what number is underneath there. But just this one more time, we'll look for when there's one revolution to go. Almost there. Last one now, coming around. Okay, so it's pretty easy to do. And this is just for practice, that gets a lot more involved in this. This time we're going to be doing the same thing, but when there's one revolution to go, observe the number under that diamond. Again, you might occasionally be one revolution off, that's perfectly fine. Looks like about 6, maybe one more revolution, yep, 31. Okay, in that case, you'd write down 31, 23. So 31 to 23. You count back negative a few spaces, -9 or so. This is a crash course, so again, this will be the last one coming up now. 7, possibly another. Yep, that's right. Okay, so we've got 7 to 17. So that's just looking at the last revolution and the reference number. In the next part, I'll show you how to get a prediction much earlier with enough time to place your bets before they call no more bets. In case you were wondering, it was a lightsaber.
Help you I can. Yes.